financial controller, I would look for evidence of their attention to detail, their ability to manage different things to deadlines. So it could be different month-end close activities, for example. I would also be looking for, I like to think of it almost as minor control freak tendencies. You know, how do they keep an oversight of everything and make sure that it all stays on track?
What I would look for on a CV if I was recruiting a financial controller is at least 3 years experience as a management accountant, and that they've been involved in all aspects of the accounts systems from an IT point of view, producing the numbers, running the reports, but have actually started to take the next step and actually interacting with key members within the organisation.
The basics of good all-round finance operations and reporting experience, including exposure to VAT and tax and common issues. Even if you're not a specialist in these areas, having awareness of where finance may get tripped up is an important skill. Experience of managing the audit process and being the main point of contact on this, both internally and externally. Record of someone working with non-finance areas of the organisation, just to develop that wider business knowledge and to have understood how the business works rather than just how the finance processes work. A genuine interest in financial reporting and controls, someone who's interested in that area, keeps themselves up to date with the accounting standards.
The first thing is logical career progression. So, you know, you've built a career up over time. It's clear that the roles that you've done, the new experiences you've gained, and why you've made those changes. And I think also, you know, we really don't want any gaps in your career. So no gaps in the work experience, I think is quite important.
For a financial controller, I would be looking at somebody who had, I guess, relevant experience in compiling both statutory and management reports. Certainly dealing with external agencies, it's got to be a sort of good knowledge of that. Some staff management is usually, you know, a key part of the FC role. And you know, being able to articulate that and to demonstrate that, you know, able to build a team, to encourage people to be, you know, in effect, a good role model for them, to, you know, to inspire people. I think that at the same time, there's a need to show some experience of working on the detail within particularly within a balance sheet. You know, when we get to that preparation of year-end accounts phase, then you know, we need to make sure that people involved are technically very competent. I think at you know, an SME level in particular, then you know, there are times where a financial controller does have to be hands-on, and that has to come through. That you know, at that level, there are times where you know, you need to get involved and not to be afraid to take on a task and take the lead in that.
When I'm looking to recruit a financial controller, one of the things I look for is evidence of attention to detail. Somebody who's really got stuck into the has a really good understanding of the ledger, and they can then manage people in that role and also deliver in that role.
For a financial controller's position, the main things I'm looking for on a CV are breadth and detail on an understanding of the responsibilities that they need to facilitate that role. They really need some experience in the relevant industry that they're applying for, and they need to be able to express what they've achieved and how they can quantify that achievement. Realistically, they need to be simple and clear statements, and they need the ability to review complex systems and challenge somewhere, you know, the results of others.
For me, when recruiting for a financial controller, I think integrity and experience are key. Being able to demonstrate alternative solutions, possibly even showing a bit of resilience where they may have tabled a solution that a lot of people might not have thought would be that useful or appropriate, but through explaining it, delivering it, sticking with it, showing a bit of commitment, then they delivered that result. There's many people who make good financial controllers, but they are normally embedded on an ability to understand people and see things through in such a way that isn't necessarily just ABC kind of obvious. Be brave and think slightly outside the normal.